Hi guys, myself Ankit. In this video, we shall see another problem on LeetCode. String to integer. So implement the string to integer function which converts a string to a 32-bit signed integer. So what they say in the question is they are given a string. So string may contain either characters, digits, or any special symbols also. So we have to convert that string to an integer. What type of integer is it? So it is a 32-bit signed integer. So the algorithm for the function is also follows with the conditions which they have given to write the algorithm they have given here. So first we have to read in and ignore any leading spaces. So what the leading spaces mean? So in this example you could see, so here is the leading spaces of 2 or 3 I guess. So we have to ignore these leading spaces first. So after ignoring leading space, any space in between the strings, words, we can ignore them. Next, what we have to do is we have to check if the character, if it is not already at the end of the string, so if the character is minus or plus. So once you check the ignore the leading spaces, next we have to check whether the character is at a particular position after the leading spaces is at plus or minus. So read this character in. If it is either, so this determines if the final result is negative or positive respectively. Assume the result is positive if neither is present. So what do they mean by this is, so they're given, you could say leading spaces, then negative is given. But here though no leading spaces and no symbol. So this means this indicates the answer should be positive. So we can write as such. So if in case instead of minus they have mentioned explicitly that they have mentioned the positive sign, then the answer should contain plus 42 only. If they do not mention any sign, then it's fine. So that is what they mean here. And I think, yeah, if it is negative sign, if there is a negative sign, then you should mention that. If it is positive sign, then you need not to mention in the resultant integer. So that is second thing. Then after that, read in the next characters until the next non-digit character or the end of the input is reached. So non-digit character means whatever is the digits after this positive or negative sign is present, just read that. So here there is no positive. Directly we read the digits. But here when it comes, so after minus you have 40 and read those two. If you see here no positive negative sign or no leading spaces, white spaces, so you just read all these non-digit characters. That means basically it's a digit. So in string, if you need to say it, we can tell them as non-digit characters. So next after this, you can ignore the rest of the string. So here there is no string, here there is no string of the 42. Here you could see the rest of the string, whatever is present, you can just ignore them. So that is what they have told. So these are the algorithm conditions. So after this, one more thing which we need to take care of is convert these digits into an integer. So if no digit per it, then the integer is 0. Change the sign as necessary. So that is what we need to tell. If there is no digit present in the string, then you just need to return 0 and change the sign plus or minus. If it is negative, then answer should be negative. If it is no result sign is present or positive sign is present, then answer should be positive. So that is what we need to take care of. Other thing is, if the integer is out of 32-bit sign integer range, then clamp the integer so that it remains in the range. So if it is causing an overflow, then you have to return the max int max number. That's it. So specifically, integers less than this should be clamped to minus 2 power 31. Integer greater than this should be clamped to 2 power 31 minus 1. So if any integer less than 2 power 31 int max, int minimum, then just return int minimum. If it is greater than int max, just return int max. That is what it is. And return the integer as a final result. So one more thing, only the space character is considered as a white space. So this is considered as a white space. And space character, it is not a string, that's why it's in single inverted commas. So do not ignore any characters other than the leading white space or rest of the string after the digits. That is what we need to look into. So let's start with the very first thing, read in and ignore any leading white space. So I have taken an example that consists of all the possibilities within the algorithm. You can include the overflow case that I'll tell later where to include that. So for now, let this be the string given, and this is the int max number I have written here and kept it. So Now what we do is, at first what do they say? Read and ignore any leading space. So we'll have a pointer and I will be equal to 0. So until I'm writing here the C++ code, until the character at I, string of I is equal to space just to I plus plus. Okay, so initially the pointer will be here, space, 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 space. When you come here, no space, so just stop over here. So first job is done, ignoring all the white space is done. Next, so first job is done. So this is first thing and this is done. Next comes the second one. What is the second one? Check if the next character is plus or minus. For this again we have to check. So we are at this position now. So I is pointing over here. Now check here. Let's have a boolean value and initialize boolean value. Let's name it as flag equal to set to. Okay. Or if you do not set in C++, that's also fine. We have a boolean variable flag and it is set to. Now check if and let n be the length of the string. Okay, length of the string. So if I is less than n, that should be satisfied, and only then you can check whether the character is positive or negative. And along with that, what you need to check? So we have to check whether flag, not flag. So check whether s of I is equal to positive character or s of I is equal to negative character. Okay. So either of this becomes true, then what we should do? Okay. If either of this becomes true, here you could say negative is present. There are chances it can be positive also. For now, let's say it's a negative. So if either of this becomes true, then set flag will be equal to s of I equal to positive character will be. So what will this do is, if there is negative here, is negative equal to positive? No, then flag will be set to false. If it is positive here, positive equal to positive, then flag will be set to true. So that is what we set the flag now. So once you check the character, flag will be set. If there is no negative or positive character, then this condition won't be run only. So it will just think that the number is flag will be true as initially. Flag is true means it's a positive number. So that initial condition will be kept as such for the last answer. So now we have this. So this is over. So this part is done. Now read in the next character until the next non-digit character or the end of the input is reached. So now this is done. So you have to give I plus plus. Okay, so I will move here. Now how do you get 4193 in terms of number? Let's analyze that for 4193. So how do you get 3? Let's remove that. How do you get 4 first? Because I we have at 4. So let's say the number equal to 4 initially. Number will be initialized 0. So now, okay, next number will be initialized to 4 because I is at 4. Next, go here. It is 1. So that times how what will it become? So you do number start 10 plus digit. Let's say digit equal to s of I. Okay. So number start 10 is nothing but 4 start 10. 40 plus 1, that will be 41. So now then again when I comes here, so that will be 41 into 10 plus 9 equal to 490. 419. Okay, 419. Next again for the next iteration when it comes to 3, it will be 419 into 10 plus 3. So that will be nothing but 419. So this is the answer. You got it? So number will be, we trace the number like this. So once you get the after positive negative value, you check again if I is less than n, and okay, and how do you check whether the given character over here is digit? So in C++ it is nothing but each digit function we have inbuilt function each digits of s of I. It checks whether the character at this position is digit or not. So if it is digit, then you have to perform this function. So let's have digit equal to, we cannot directly as an s of I, that will be stored in terms of character. So we have to store in terms of integer. How do you store? So for that, s of I minus will take a character 0 character as a reference. So that 4 minus 0, both these characters will give you 4. Okay, so this is what we do. If it is 3, 3 minus 0 as a character will give you 3. This is how it works. So this condition will add 419. Once you get this, next num equal to num star 10 plus digit. So before, how do you get the digit? S of I minus 0 as the character you take the reference. But before doing this part, we have to check for the overflow condition. So how do you check for the overflow condition now? There is some code that needs to be written over here. How to check the overflow condition? Overflow will occur. See, we have this 412147, then 483647, 483647. This is an integer maximum, right? So one thing the overflow can occur how is, whatever number you have, you know number star 10 plus digit. Let's say the number itself is integer maximum. Okay, so for this into 10 if you do, that will of course cause an overflow. So that is one condition you have to check. So if number star 10 is greater than int max, then what we need to return? Just return int max. That is what they have told in the question, right? So if it causes an overflow, just return int max. So this is one condition. So instead of number star 10 doing here, you can just remove this and we can do num greater than int max by 10. That also works. It is same, no? Number star 10 greater than int max is same, and num equal to num greater than int max by 10 also same. So you can write in this format. Usually we write in this format. Anything works. So this is one condition. The other condition when will it occur an overflow is, let's say we have number till here 21474836 21474836 and a digit will let it be equal to greater than 7, something, let's say 9. So when you do number start 10, okay, that will give you 2147483640 plus 9. If you do, that will be 2147483649. It will be greater than this number, this entire number. So that is causing an overflow. So other condition will be nothing but, again, num star 10 will be equal to int max by 10. Okay, so and digit will be greater than int max. How do you get this last number 9? That is by doing the modulus operation. So this entire number modulus 10 if you do, you will get 9. So this max modulus 10. Yeah, here it should be number start and not number equal to int max by 10. That is that much only fine. Or number start and equal to int max also works. So we just give here by 10. Fine. So int max by 10 we have given. Already we have given int max by 10. That means, see, we have 214 till here you have plus something 9. We check whether it is greater than 7 or not. Then last number. Till here you have already. We have to check whether this number is greater than or equal to greater than 7. So that will cause an overflow. So these are the two cases for overflow which we need to handle. So after this, you just need to ignore all this strings. So that is done. Once you encounter a non-digit character over in the string, you stop the loop. So at last we have to return. So we have got the flag, the flag value. It can be either true or false. If it is true, then it's positive. If it is false, it is negative. So just return flag check. If it is true, then just return num. If it is false, then return negative number. So that's it. So we'll quickly program this. So first we'll have int n equal to s dot size. So next comes the part. First thing you have to check. So for that we'll have a pointer int I equal to 0 while I equal to empty character. What we need to do I plus plus. After this again what we need to do check the character, right? So for this first if I less than n, that should be true, and s of I, if it is equal to positive, or s of I is equal to negative. If any one of them becomes true, then flag. So initialize flag here, boolean flag will be set to true. That means we are just imagining it's positive. So flag will be equal to s of I equals to positive character. So if it is positive plus, then it will be true. If it is negative, it will be false. So once this is done, now digits part comes here. So while I less than n, why you need to check? There must be chances that there is no digit present in the string. So that is the case. I less than n and is digits of I is digits of s of n. So is digit, not digits. Yeah. If it is a digit, first we have to create a digit. Let's say int digit equal to s of I with the referencing 0 as the character. So that we'll get the integer digit here. So and we need to have a number. So int num equal to 0. So next number will be equal to number start and plus digit. So before doing this, we have to check for the overflow case also. That also will be right. If number is greater than int max by 10, or other case will be number will be equal to int max by 10, and digit will be greater than int max modulus 10. That is the last number. So if any one of this becomes true, that means it will be an overflow. So what we need to do, just return the int max. And no, okay, there are cases int minimum also could happen. So what we can do is, so we will return check flag. If it is set to positive, then return int max. Okay. If it is set to negative, then we will return int minimum. So that we have handled two cases now. Okay, this is done. So after this, next will be return, again check flag. If it is positive, then return number, otherwise return minus num. You can run this. Okay. See, okay. Here also I less than n should be given. What if it is an empty string? Okay, then here after flag equal to you have to give I plus plus. Then here each while loop also we have to give I plus plus condition. So here it be I plus plus. Yes. And one more thing, so here it should be a bracket. Yes, yeah, that's why I was saying why it's not showing in green color. Okay, okay, this showed as false. Let's check what's wrong. Let's go through the code in the beginning. I equal to 0, boolean equal to true, correct. While I less than n and oh, character at the I you have to check, not just I. So if that is empty, that's why it's not detecting the empty space over here. Yeah, yes. And for Java, I'll quickly iterate to the code. You set the length, true, everything. Then check s dot character at of I. If it is empty character, then increment. Same thing, same thing. So here character dot is the function we use. Then integer dot max value, integer dot min value. Then everything remains the same. We will submit this also. Yeah, successfully submitted. If you understood the concept, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll come up with the other video next session. Until then, keep learning. Thank you.